Yeah?
I hear you.
Yeah? Take them down.
Yes?
Let's get this over with. What's going on?
Yes?
Yeah?
I hear you.
Yeah? There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like it's in serviceable condition. That's all a moot point, though. The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some trouble getting off the ground. If we get all that, I wouldn't worry about what shape this heap is in. I'll get it running.
What is it?
What's going on? Get this over with.
What is it?
Yeah?
Yes? I hear you.
Yeah?
What is it? I hear you.
What's going on?
I hear you.
Let's go.
Yes?
What's going on?
Yes?
What's going on?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. I hear you.
What's going on?
I hear you.
Let's go.
I guess nobody's wearing seatbelts. I always end up outside the shuttle.
Irritated declaration. There you are. It has been extremely difficult to track you down, Jedi. Quick clarification. But now that we have found you, we hope that we can facilitate communications. Unnecessary addendum. And put an end to hostilities. Self-evident answer. Rhetorical query. Unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to come to the remnants of the polar Telos irrigation. Eager threat. But we are looking forward. Chiding statement. Egotistical boast. And there are far more of us than any one Jedi. Destroy one of us, and more shall... Unnecessary threat. Self-evident answer. Rhetorical.
I hear you.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard. It shows. All right, but... All right.
Yes. Very well. Very well. It allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred of the Jedi consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force. Very well. Very well. Very. The knowledge. Ask. Nothing more than we already know, and anything there is danger in. Ask. I hear you.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed. I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine, But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her!
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove you are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a cure. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn us.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got...
Perhaps. And the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here.
More Jedi speak.
No. I've wasted enough time with you. A critical moment.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why? Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. So, at last you admit it. At least you have that. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the... Do you know what you have... Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds. Telos was a test to see if the Republic, the other rim... So you still hold to your flawed conviction. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to your... Ruin yourself with your actions if you will, but when your act... The Sith? What do you mean? You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them? Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you. There are no more Jedi, except I. Like you, they turned from the Order, and now only I remain. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake, and if you escaped, they most likely let you go. Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, we shall see. For now, the perspective on your situation has changed. I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy. You offer your aid? After the Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is... Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot... There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. Take your ship. Seek them. Then I shall send you on your way.
We shall remove. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something. I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, was she important to you?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of, but not now. She will never make me doubt. But now I am tired.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Why have you approached me? You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages. They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your companions gave us little trouble, however. You are the one who is mistaken. He has had some Echani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance. I do not know. The Echani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise. Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service. I would welcome a chance to instruct you. Oh yes, we train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion. Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings. Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani traditions? All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts. The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then in turn, I will not use our higher form. Then let us... You have fallen. Seek one of us out. Have you returned to fight again? Very well. I shall honor your request. It shall be the... Have you returned? Very well. Then... You have fallen. Have you returned to Very well. It shall be this. Then let us. You have fallen.
Did you find what you... There was something from your past here. This woman... I see it. Be warned. Unresolved events from our past can create... And more importantly, they can distract you. There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and... Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls trained to resist tricks of... This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were... Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained. Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force. No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive. Invade the mind of another? Very well. Let us depart. He's only sleeping.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness. I'm fine, General. What is this place? This must be where I had this room. This place. I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with... Very well, General.
Ah. Did she?
The construction of this door is like nothing I've seen on Telos, and it is not the same as the rest of the facility here.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and
Is Revan your master?
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out.
You are exiled.
There is one last thing.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against...
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. And we are walking into it. This is too convenient.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a... That's not your lightsaber anymore. You could build another one. I don't know, General, but whatever the reason... I know this. A lightsaber... I think I can help you out there. I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Got a minute?
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
All right, I'll work while you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the general? Yeah, during the war, if that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And
I'm trying to work here, Atten.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I...
You're being serious. You are being serious. Atten, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess, then?
I'm getting back to work.
You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you...
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at... What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior. I am not pushing you around. Good. Now let's... You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it...
I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses of the future, and the bond that he and I share does not allow him to hide everything from me. More of his memories have returned, and they trouble him. He has remembered something on the edge of the galaxy, and he believes that he must go there to end it. But I am afraid for him, afraid that he may not return. I need you to be the beacon, T3. If he is lost out there, on the edge of the galaxy, if he finds whatever terrible thing he has seen, then he may not... If he doesn't make it back, then I need you to return to the Republic. Find help. If you cannot find... I can't lose him, even if he believes he is protecting me. I'm leaving this message more, but I
Hey, you look like you've been standing too close to one of... Whoa. General? Sorry. Yes, As long as you don't mind, I moved around for a... And I don't think I'll be the last, as long as I kept moving. Mostly, I was angry. Angry about what I had done. I decided I'd do something I wanted to... I found out... But, sir... It's good to... Something else I can... Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even... Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape. I didn't want to... Why did you decide to fight? I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian... My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall. I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt? I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for? If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead. I can't take seeing my work being used by those bloodsuckers. Something else. Yes, General? That old thing? I built it. Hey, I would, but then I wouldn't be the only one with a floating sphere following him around. It's not that bad. I guess you'd know. You've always got someone. He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modification. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have. Something else I can help you with?
Yes? Have you come with questions? Very well. The knowledge. Very well. Very well. Very well. The Jedi practice. You may have already felt that others may come with. It is simple. It has no other advantages or disadvantages. Others may come with. It is simple, and its simplicity is strength. It allows focus, a slightly improved chance of connecting with one's opponent. It has no other advantages or others may.
Something up? All right. Huh? What are you talking? Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much. Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same... Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm... All right. Something... All right.
General, is... That's not your lightsaber. You could... I never said you were. I know this. A light... I think I can help. We need a those parts. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Got a minute?
I'm a little busy.
Won't take...
All right.
Look.
Her...
I would...
I'm...
You're...
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior. If it wasn't for me, we'd all be floating in space. I think I can handle a few repairs to your circuits. Good. Now, you wouldn't guess it from the outside. I'll bet. Hey. You look like you've been... Was there something you wanted me for? Just working on... Whoever... General? Need something? Sorry. Guess I moved... And I don't... As long as... Mostly... I decided... I wanted... I found out... It's good. Something... I didn't want to talk about the war. Why did you... I think my... Revenge. And to... I did not join. I remember the thrill. Do you know how it felt? I couldn't do that. It's all... Was there something... Sure do, just remember. Something else I can... Sure do, just remember. The best... Something... Sure do, just remember. Something else...
T3.
Something up? Alright, but I'm out of credits. Alright. Huh? Oh, I mean... Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people. Alright?
Greetings, madam. My primary function. Please feel free. Citadel. Citadel. From there. Please feel free. The surface. It is now. For a variety of reasons. Also.
Fidan, Fidan, Gel, Fabani.
Jangan kamar sini. Bisa terus kita losa.
Welcome. The Valiant? I will access. One moment. It appears the Valiant was scheduled to arrive on. It is currently delayed on a search pattern. I am unable to.
I simply do not have to. If there is nothing...
Hello there. The Athorian. I'm a diplomat.
Donos Imaragith, Wanara Gorachi Drunka sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rachata. Tonoranga Manaka. Donos Emeragith. Donor. Donos Emer. Donora.
You again? Did you not learn your lesson the first time? Get... You again?
Something up? All right. Well, check it again. It can't be anything else. Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you. Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
Yes, sure, just something else. Sure do, just remember. Something else I can help. Sure do, just something. Sure, just something else I can help you.
Something up? All right, but I'm out of... That's where we waste a lot. It's like... Well, here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot. It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years. Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians. And the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of world... Anyone... Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the... Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on... We're gonna touch down... Anyone fly... It won't be easy. We're gonna touch down in the refugee sector. I've plotted a course for the refugee sector. Once we're down, we...
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichirendumomo paramakawana abawasi. You krorenwan mapusiti nolara.
Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret atamakcha.
Taranamosibu indasarans, kremasunk, bomababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu es rectonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu in...
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimorota ka kichu no kada mire tahupo.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Doveri nincha yonona shitasa chuch. Doveri nincha yonona shitasa chuch. Gole rosodish. Ranta kras mobas.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system. Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think. No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the Exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of. Yeah, in all... Alright then, let's move...
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the... There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things... Alright, if you have any questions, just ask.
You! You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad! Yeah? Well, this is the first I've heard of it. Huts don't do business down there. This is exchange time. I got a ship that's supposed to dock on this pad any hour now. What am I gonna do?
Ah, the beautiful word of one. Sure. Well, maybe. In fact, no. The refugees. Yeah. All right.
It does.
Well, that means finding bounty hunters in the
bounty.
It's up to you. Then just there's shit. All right, if you have any
You.
Uh-oh.
No, really? Thanks for the insight. And here I was, thinking you were a... I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it? Yeah? Right now, all I'm hearing is... Done! Pleasure doing... I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
More where that came from! More where that came from!
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for... Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, the Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to. You don't. He comes to you. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few credits, friend? All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know. No, should I? He doesn't sound like a Hutt. What, is he a bounty hunter? This sector's filled with refugees from the refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. That's two names for one thing. It's difficult to tell in the crossfire, and the Sith were led by Jedi. In the end, it didn't make much difference. A lot of space lanes cross. There's no work. Friend. Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Life's been better, and every credit can go a long way. Haven't heard anything more yet?
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in... Thank you, stranger.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path... And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon... The Force binds all things. The slightest push, even an act of kindness, may have more severe repercussions. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched. Good. Mind what I have said.
And what did she want?
Not much. Just
Really?
Haven't heard anything more yet.
Gerektada cemense bengar rukutoto unde chuchamataso beng. Tere wana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rento ron kavre kare papanala ranchinga. Terace wemeno totoreres. Charanana gundoso remine che l'orakto guru katada. Fiadoratore pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nub.
Sulstan's hearing's pretty sharp, if you couldn't guess from the lobes.
Va te vaca reware, sumukun chere nurigrom. Mune idere riba con dosa. Varinkeshka bunsa tilansomenta tasa. Der into runto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso tel. Do rendisa gunik tenasa farensenta sankifero astawe. Terasta ferencet.
Big Ears here might know someone who can change the Ebon Hawk's ID signature. Could be useful.
Terewana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rento ron kavre kare papanala ranchinga. Terace wemeno totorere senesenten. Terewana jung konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rento ron kavre kare papanala ranchinga. Terace wemeno totorere senesenten. Der rento ron to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan korsada nane gra delonota choloren. Charanana gundoso remine che l'orakto guru katada. Fiadoratore pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu de bicarana cenirara. Wana jun senisensen drawice canel commercio. Docent horrenteri. Gele risonto she. Der interunto wakere kwe wapatera tanan chingaradana. Fera rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no bodat. Dosene garamala blue. The bounty hunters have been laying low recently, like they're waiting for something.
Haven't heard anything more yet. I'll come seek you out if I...
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her. I heard they had a colony on the Midrim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Well, it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force, who knows? If they're all Force-sensitive, maybe they all saw something through the Force that we can't see, and they left before it happened. Or maybe it killed them. They claim to see on a higher plane than we do. You know, the whole Force thing makes me nervous. Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah. You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it. It shows. All right.
My life for yours. I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you. I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek. The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance. I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound. I serve my master. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant, but I do not know why. You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit. If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, it would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley. I cannot, I will not, now that I have found you. You will meet my master, and when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not and if my master does not understand you, cannot see you. There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life. It is not a subject which I have spoken. The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people they could achieve the clarity to... They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died. They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he can. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life. I do not understand what... I will answer what I... It is not a subject which I... I've heard tales of Malachor. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between Qatar and Malachor. My homeworld I am not certain I did. I was there to see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. I was the only living thing. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, he walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die. To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty place. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them. He showed me to make me believe. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming. It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one, his power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life, and those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, I will answer. My master did not cause the end of the planet. There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes... I will answer what I... My people once had that sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times. My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the... My master, when he showed me my world, but after traveling with you, I feel... Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident. if you wish to. First you must now in your... Imagine its energy, its texture. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power, and with it you can use it to see life around. I will answer. There are men where what they believe. I will answer. Forgive me. You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me. So you say, but it is not something I have observed. I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. It is not a subject. The planet was not destroyed. I will answer. My life for you. I serve my master. My master was... There is little my master. You cannot, even if I bring... It would be... You will meet my master, and when you stay... There's a... And if my There is my people... I will answer.
Yes, General? That old thing? Hey. He's also... I've been... Something else I can help you... Let me see what you have. No, something else I can...